it's good to practice. I don't get out as much as I should in terms of getting out to the range, but so that's something I need to work on for sure in the future. I've lost a lot of my knowledge base since leaving the military, and marksmanship is what they call a perishable skill. So if you don't use it, you lose it. I think couple of things I missed most about the military, not being in, the shooting is definitely one of those things that I miss, because I'd shoot thousands of rounds a day, thousands of rounds in a day from M4 and 9mm. We just had essentially unlimited rounds to shoot, and I miss the training, stuff like that, just being paid to train and shoot in all sorts of different scenarios and positions, and so it was a lot of fun. Dad on the range it's a lot of fun. It was fun shooting with Cleveland today. I hope he continues to gain notoriety to where someday people are like, oh, I get to shoot a movie with Cleveland Berto, the legendary Cleveland Berto. Whenever I go to the range, when I want to work on like basics, like my aim, is not what it used to be. I want to work on the basics. That's kind of why I want to, whenever I go, because I haven't gotten any follow-up training since leaving the military. I want to work on the basics, my stance, my sight picture, trigger squeeze, breathing, all that kind of stuff. Basic marksmanship ideas, so it's good. Too bad there's an ammo shortage right now. I love to train. I just love training in the military, because it wasn't paperwork and it wasn't office work and stuff, and it was out doing things, out being physically active, out going to ranges and stuff. So all the kinds of trainings that we got to do, whether it was driving training or marksmanship training or CQB training or even like combatives training and stuff like that, that was always like, wow, I get paid to do this? It was really a lot of fun. The Army's fun. The Army's not that hard. I know, well, it helps. I mean, physically speaking, there's some difficult aspects to it, but it's pattern, it's a lot of patterns, it's a lot of structure, and if you can kind of get past, maybe if you have some physical things that are holding you up, you can get past those. The Army's not that hard, overall, because they got that structure there for you. It's always good to clean your guns before you give them back to the owner. Thank you for letting me borrow these. Anonymous friend. Everyone always asks me like what my favorite weapon is that I've used, and that's the M4 is what was standard when I was in. And so I shot tens of thousands of rounds with that over the course of 5 years, and so I really have an affinity for that one. We didn't shoot a lot of, we familiarized ourselves with a lot of different kinds of weapons, systems, but when it came to the primary weapon that we would use, we kept it to the M4, and then for us at the time it was the 9mm Beretta. Now that I've been out for so long, I need to, or I guess I should say I have been doing a lot of catch-up in modern firearms, because man, it just keeps evolving, little steps, big steps, innovation and stuff. That's why it was cool going out to Hailey Strategic Partners with Travis Hailey doing that photo shoot a little while ago, because he's a real thinker. Like he thinks about tactics and things like that, and how the equipment how to formulate the equipment for what kind of mission and for what kind of unit, and and what scenarios and stuff. And then they do a lot of the research when it comes to creating equipment for certain units. It's pretty amazing the thought process that goes into your equipment.